The buyers section and what it does for eBroker House. The buyers section is for when you're representing a first-time buyer, an investor, a lead, a prospect. Any time that you're representing the buyer in the transaction, you're going to use the buyers section in eBroker House. Very opposite of the listing manager, there's the buyer manager. Here we're representing a seller, here we're representing any type of buyer. So I'm going to click on this section, and it looks very similar to the rest of the program. You're either able to add a buyer, your search buyer, or click View Edit to open up that particular transaction. Again, click here, this button to see the archived section. Click Active to toggle back and forth between those. Here, this top example, click View Edit to open up that file. And now we have some information that's just special for this particular buyer here. We also have taskings. We have offers that we're keeping track of here. So all the offers that we've written out for this particular buyer, we're going to go ahead and keep track of not only the information, but the actual documents themselves. We have some information like property preferences, loan information, and we can even attach documents. So maybe we have some banking information, or maybe we want to attach some comps that we pulled. We can keep any of that information right here. We can also assign this to a particular user or another agent, and so on. Here we have a property log, so here's one of the tabs up top, and this will allow us to keep track of the properties that we've shown that particular person, and we can also keep track of the notes, the results, the MLS number, and if it was actually shown or not. And this will just go on in chronological order, and you can add as many of those as you'd like. This will help you gauge the seriousness of the buyer, also will stop you from showing the same property twice. You have a Notes tab. You can put any information that you want inside here. When you do get one of your offers accepted and you do open escrow, you're going to have this information here. You have the closing date, the estimated closing date, funded date. You have all of the seller's information, the listing agent's information, title escrow, anything that we need to do to get this file successfully closed. We also have a conversation log here, so when you put notes in here, you'll see that it will put the user's name that put those notes and the time and date. This is really good even if you're working on the file by yourself, because you're going to go ahead and put monument steps inside here. These are going to help you keep track of important events and when those things happened. And then the All Parties tab, anytime I add a particular contact to the file, it will also duplicate here in the All Parties section, and I can also add my own contacts from the Contact Manager. So for example, if I wanted to keep track of a bug person or the appraiser, I could go ahead and keep that information right inside here. Hit submit and it will be added right into the system. So that's a very basic general overview of the buyers section. In more of these videos that are coming up, we'll talk about tasking, we'll talk about the offers, and we'll talk about how to get these added and even how to delete them.